Now I wanted to look at YouTube's copyright tips page because we need to know some things that they're not telling us, I think. So basically, here's their page that, in a nutshell, is basically saying, don't upload anything that you yourself didn't create. And that's not exactly the truth. That's not how copyright works. Basically here they say how to make sure you don't infringe upon someone else's copyrights, and they say use your skills and imagination to create something completely original. I've got a little news for them. There's almost nothing that's completely original. Something doesn't just pop out of thin air. It evolves from something else. And so that's just not really, it's not practical. It's not how it works. Let's go down a little bit because it's going to get good here in a second. Commercial content is copyrighted. Everything's copyrighted because when someone creates a work, an intellectual property, at that moment, at the moment of creation, it is copyrighted. The owner owns it. They don't have to register it with the United States Copyright Office. It's copyrighted already. So not just commercial, but everything. Now, they go on to enumerate a few examples, which are pretty much pointless when they've already said it's copyrighted. Here are some things that we really want to look at. It doesn't matter how long or short the clip is or exactly how it got to YouTube. If you taped it off cable, videotaped it, downloaded it, blah, blah, it is still copyrighted and requires the copyright owner's permission to distribute. Actually, that's not completely true, which I'll show you in just a minute. It doesn't matter whether or not you give credit to the owner, author, songwriter. It is still copyrighted. That is true. It doesn't matter that you are not selling the video for money. It is still copyrighted. Partially true. It doesn't matter whether or not the video contains a copyright notice. It is still copyrighted. That's very true. It's not required anymore to put the copyright symbol on copyrighted information. That went out the door in the 70s, I think. It doesn't matter whether whether other similar videos appear on our site. That's true. It doesn't matter if you created a video made of short clips of copyrighted content. Even though you edited it together, the content is still copyrighted. That's also partially true or partially untrue, however you want to. Because what they're not telling you is there is a realm of copyright law that allows for the use of copyrighted information where you do not need the permission of the owner. You don't ask permission. You don't need permission. It's just fair game. And that is what I want to show you now. Now, if we go to the horse's mouth and go to the United States copyright law pages and go to a page that has to do with fair use, fls/fl102.html. You can just search it for Google. I'll have it in this video anyway. One of the rights that the owner of copyright has is to produce their work, reproduce it, make copies of it, and authorize other people to do so. But this is subject to certain limitations. One of the more important limitations is the doctrine of fair use. Well, why didn't we see that on YouTube's copyright tips page? Because they don't want you to know that. Although fair use wasn't mentioned in the previous copyright law, because of a lot of court cases, I'm summarizing the text here, they had to include it into copyright law because it just made too much sense. The doctrine has been codified in Section 107 of the Copyright Law. 107 contains a list of the various reasons why you might be able to use copyrighted work under the realm of fair use.